Okay, this will be a challenging one, but it'll be an interesting colour. We're going to see if we can make this one look really nice. I'm trying to think what colour scheme we're going to add the colours to. This one, we're going full colour. This one's going to be a large enlargement, but it's not going to be full size or the full rate of enlargement. We're not going up to 400. We've got to work it out when we put it on the glass. We'll just get the other shit set up. So we're just going to go here and just going to make this one's going to be an interesting one. Size wise, it's going to be a challenge, but if we can get it looking good, that'd be really great. So I don't know what background colour we're going to give this, but it's another interesting, fairly mundane object, but a lot of people enjoy them. It's not just a job, it's something they enjoy, although sometimes it's not always a good thing because it involves gambling. But if it's just a pastime that you do at home and you don't do any betting or anything, it's all right. It's fun for a lot of people. It's a lot of fun. Good way to deal with a rainy day when you don't want to go outside. Going to make a lot of black. No, we're not going all the way with the black. Let's see how we go with this one. This one is a playing card, a joker. We've got a joker, so this is a joker. Let's see if we can make this joker come up a treat. Okay, joker. Let's see if we can make it look good. Get it the right size. Right, on the glass. All right, now I think we're going to make the background colour. I'm going to add, I think we're going with the yellow. Okay, see how that goes. Let's see if I can make this look good. I'm not sure how big it's going to be. We're just going to do a guesstimate. So we're going to make this one. This one's going to be 300, and we're just going to make it 300 length. And vertical, we're going to make it 320. We're going a bit bigger. I don't know how this is going to work. This is going to be a challenging one. It's a nice original. Yeah, people just love their card games. It's a nice, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like to play cards on a wet day, as I just said earlier. It's just something to while away the time on the weekend. And let's see, we're not quite big enough. The colours don't look all that nice, unfortunately. And the yellow is a wishy-washy. I think yellow is not the right colour. We've got to enlarge this larger. I'm disappointed that the colours aren't as nice looking as I was expecting them to be. So we're just going to go here and we're going to make this 360, and we're going to make this one 300, and I'm going to go 360. I think it's going to be too big. I've got a gut feeling, but I'm just going with it. And we're just going to go back and we're just going to change our background colour from yellow. What was the colour I was proposing? I was thinking red. Red might be a nice colour, a nice welcome colour for this, assuming it comes up red, not some wishy-washy shit. I hate wishy-washy colours. I like my colours to be bold. But not all originals lend themselves to bold colours. So let's see how this goes. See how many more adjustments we have to make to get it the right size. But you can't see any red except a very faint. It's almost not there. For some reason you can't get the red or the yellow or anything to show up. But it's almost the right size. I think we got the horizontal correct. The vertical, the vertical is good. The horizontal is a bit high, so we're just going to reduce it. So we're just going to go, I'm going to take 360 and knock some percentage points. So that's quite an accurate guesstimate we've made, or intuition. So we're going to make it 357 or 358. We're going to go 358. So we're just knocking 2% off. And I don't think the colours are going to come up much of a treat, unfortunately. We might have to I think we can just get rid of the background colour. It seems pointless having it. So we're just taking that off. And, oops, we forgot to hit the OK or the cancel button. Silly machine. And how are we going to make this look better? Do we want to warm it up or do we want to cool it down? We're going to cool it right down to cold. This is not an easy one. This is not as nice as I was hoping it would be. Let's see how that goes. So hopefully tweaking the hue to cold will make the colours shift a better, whatever, you'll see. I hate it when I talk through my ass. Feels that way sometimes. Anyway, the colours have changed, they've become colder, but the J is still too close to the edge. I had a feeling it was going to be. I don't like the colours that much, but what can we do, you know? So we're just going to take a few more percentage points off that. I think, again, okay, so we're going to knock it off 350. I'm going to make it 354%. Now, why do we do that? I fucking hate these input errors. So we're just going to, it's all gone back to 400. 350, we're going 354%. Let's see if that goes, if that plays well. Get it? Plays well? Yeah, right, funny. Silly photocopier humour. Well, oh shit. We've run out of paper. Oh, fuck me dead. Well, I don't know what to do, because I think we'll just have to call it quits. It's going to output, if I add paper to it, and I can't really hold this camera. I've used up all the paper out of my old ream. I've still got a piece of paper, but it's not in good condition, so I can't use it. But what happens with a Konica Minolta machine like this, and I think it happens with like the C353, is it runs out of paper, right? You run out of paper, then you load the tray, and then the machine spontaneously starts up and produces a copy. And basically that's annoying because I don't like to keep anything off camera. I want everything, because I set the machine up differently, I want those settings to be shown in my video. So I'm going to just call this quits. I think we're just going to, I don't know whether we could, I'm going to have to shut this machine down anyway, because when I'm finished with it, I'm wondering if resetting it will work. Are you sure you want to delete this job? This is an interesting one. So we're just going to say yes. We're just going to delete it. So that's one way of getting around it, I've just noticed. So now we've got all the settings here. So hopefully if we reload the paper, it'll pick up where it left off. But I always want my videos in one piece, because the YouTube channel does no longer have an editing suite that I can just join separate videos together to make one video, which is a real gripe, because I used to enjoy using the old YouTube editor, but now the YouTube editor is defunct, so I'm really disappointed that I can't just upload 2-part demos, one showing before the tray run out and then the other, and then joining them together. I can't do that, so I've got to make my videos in one fucking take. Annoying, but that's what I have to do. But anyway, let's have a bit of fun. Let's just reset it. There we go. All right, so I guess that card demo is incomplete, but hey, this is not perfection. The world we live in is full of imperfection, and photocopiers themselves are full of it, imperfection. So there's never going to be a perfect photocopier. Even after Luigi and I build the best photocopier man has ever seen, even better than the old Xerox 914, it'll still have imperfections. My goal is to make a photocopier that's 98% perfect. It's not perfect, it's 98% out of 100. So if it was an exam from a teacher, I would get 98, Luigi and I would get 98% out of 100. It would have advanced artificial intelligence, it would be good for the planet, we make the actual hardware last 60 years instead of, in this case, 5 years. Spare parts and service will be available for 60 years. And that's good for the planet. The less we make, the less the better our planet will be. Because recycling a photocopier, recycling is the only way to dispose of this kind of equipment safely, or relatively safely. Not everything can be recycled, I'm sure, but if we can recycle the plastics, the metals, the glass, the minerals, the precious metals, this is, at least if at least 60, if the machine lasts 60 years, you'll have to do that less often. And the easier way for the corporations to deal with this kind of waste is either landfill in a third world country in particular, or high temp incineration, which is both are not desirable. We need to recycle this shit as much as we can, even though it's a pain in the ass. But until we can get to the stage where we're building photocopiers that care for the planet, care for the people, and less for the wallet of the fucking CEO who gets shareholders. When I run a photocopier company, I am not going to sell any shares. I will have 100% ownership of the corporation, and most of the money that I earn will go towards good things like science experiments, helping the poor, cleaning up the planet, whatever's needed. I want to do it. I still enjoy the riches, but I don't want to be a pig. I want to give most of my money away and keep only a relatively small amount, which will still be a lot of money to me because I've never been rich. I've never had, because of my disabilities, I've never been able to work in a proper job for a long time. And I just want to do what is right. And one day they'll have bionic technology to fix the broken parts of my brain that cause the disabilities. I've never been able to work properly, but it took a while for me to work out that I was disabled. So I want to be able to get off the disability pension. I will get off it once I get married to Luigi, and I'm going to live on Luigi's income. I'm also going to be doing volunteer work, refurbishing photocopiers at his company for free. So even though I'm still disabled, I'll do volunteer work because I really want to be of use to society. And basically, when they have the quantum computers for the brain, assuming they can somehow, well, hopefully there'll be a solution to the problem of quantum computers only being able to run when they're refrigerated to really low temperatures like that of deep space. Extremely cold, that's the only way they operate, like the D-wave. But basically now we haven't got quantum computers that can run in normal temperatures, like air temperature, your normal summer, winter, autumn, spring temperatures. They must be refrigerated. So before they can be used as neural implants to replace the damage that I had at birth, it won't work. They've got to work out a way to somehow make these computer chips run without refrigeration. That's going to be a challenge for a lot of scientists, and I do look forward to the day when they finally do it. And I'll feel free as a bird, no longer being governed by my disabilities. So, and I want to give back to society what they've given to me, but even more than that. So I've got to go. Oh yeah, and the brain damage I have that causes the most damage, that causes the most disability is the short-term memory and the hippocampus. The hippocampus, incidentally, is the part of the brain that takes short-term memories and converts them into long-term memories. And both these parts are essential for learning, and I've got both of them really low functioning. I can't study. I can't do science. I can't be a CEO. Unfortunately, on my own, I'm living on my own. I haven't met Luigi to get married yet. I'm hoping to get married soon, and I'm hoping to go off my Centrelink disability support pension. And then in the future, I really look forward to a life without disability. That'd be like freedom.